Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I've talked to you guys like one-on-one like this and just shared to you about topics like this, but with the advent of this whole COVID situation and the online classes, I thought I could offer some useful tips, useful advice on how to deal with online classes, because yes, they can be very convenient, but at the same time they can also bring up a lot of difficulties, especially in terms of discipline and management for our part as students. So yeah, that's gonna be the video. And before that, of course, I'm gonna ask you to like and subscribe, because of course it helps me, and it helps me emotionally, because like I feel like you guys are supporting me. But yeah, why am I so awkward? Yeah, let's get to the video. So I'm going to be talking about the must-haves to help you. I'm going to be talking about the must-haves that will really help you in taking these online classes. I'm going to start off with the easy steps first, and I'm going to save the most difficult and the most important ones for last. So, first and foremost, have a classroom. So I talked about this in my old videos as well. It's to create a study bubble or a study environment which is basically just conducive to all of the work that you need to do. So this means you need to have a desk, you need to have a chair that's comfortable, you need to have your computer or your writing materials, a good internet connection, your reading materials, and maybe snacks and water, and no distractions. If you need your phone, then use your phone, but you know, the temptation of social media. So no TV and no family members either, because they could distract you from your work. No chores that you need to do. Basically nothing that can take your mind away from focusing on the work. Now that you have your physical environment ready, next is to have a routine. So just like when you get up in the morning and you have your breakfast and you brush your teeth and you get in the car and go to school, that's a routine that sets your mind and sets your vibe or your mood for the day, that you are going to go to school and you're going to pay attention, hopefully, in class, and basically you're just going to do work stuff. And now that we have online classes, that is taken away. So just try to re-establish that kind of routine. So for example, you would have a pre-routine for getting ready for online class. So you check your internet connection, you brush your teeth, you make sure you're wearing a shirt, of course, pants are optional, and you make sure you have your water and your snacks if you want. Make sure you have your pens over there, your notes, basically everything you need. So this will set the tone for your mind to be primed, and your body also to be primed to focus on the work ahead. Third is to have a schedule, a class schedule. If your online classes do have a scheduled time, then that's perfect, because you need to strictly follow that. You need to attend the class, you need to be there on time, and you need to listen, and you need to submit things on time and do the work within this time period, and so on and so forth. But if you don't have a schedule, like for example, in my case, in graduate school, a lot of the work is independent work. Like your teacher will just tell you, yo, we're not meeting today, but make sure you work on this and this and this, and make sure you watch this, make sure you read this. So a lot of this independent work is difficult to do sometimes, because you need to be disciplined and you need to manage your time to work on these things instead of playing, instead of eating and eating and eating, instead of lazing about, basically. So what I would do is I always have a schedule for my day, not an exactly strict schedule, because I get stressed out about those things, and if it doesn't go to plan, according to plan, then I go crazy. I really used to be like that. Speaking of, I really used to be like that, and I'm still trying to fix myself now. This is just a side note, but like if you guys want to know about that kind of stuff, like fixing yourself and working on your stress and anxiety, comment down below or DM my Instagram. I will be happy to help you. Even if it's not through a video, I will just chat with you guys. So anyway, so I have a schedule for my day. So I'll wake up and then I'll probably work out in the morning, and then I'll have my post-workout, and then I make sure I dedicate a number of hours to the work that needs to be done. And I make sure I get my meals on time. So from 12 to 1, I'll have lunch, I'll have a snack around 3, I'll have dinner around 6, and I always make sure also to end my day on time. At 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. I'm done with work, it's time to relax. So everything has its place. So you want to make a schedule where you include your meal times, when you clean up, like showering, and maybe even you need to cook, your playtime or your relaxation time, and your work time, of course. Work time is the whole point of this thing. Now, if you have difficulty with sticking to a schedule, then that's not my problem. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, one of my tips would be to literally just write it down so that you can actually follow it better. Speaking of tasks, that brings us to the next tip, which is to have a to-do list or a calendar, basically. So with all of these classes, of course, comes assigned work. So assigned tasks that you need to complete by a specific date, so they have deadlines, and you can't keep all of these things in your head. So I still keep my to-do list or my calendar. I put the tasks on the days that they are supposed to be passed, so on their due date. And as I end the day, I always cross out the day. So I always look at my calendar. And this gives me an idea of how close I am to the deadline, and if I need to like hurry up my work, or if I've been slacking off, or if I can take a break. So basically, it's important to have this to-do list so you can remember all your tasks without it messing up your brain space, and also so that you can allot time necessary for your different tasks. And if you make something like this, you need to make sure to check in with your calendar so that you know if the deadlines are close or if you're on schedule. And so it's just a basic reminder for you to fulfill your responsibilities. Now, you don't have to do it on paper or like on a notebook like I did. You can do it digitally because there's apps for that, so that it will literally give you a reminder or a notification of the task, and that might help you, but I really prefer writing things down. On that note, we also need to have notes. Now, with all of this digital information, it can really get confusing and get tiring to deal with. So just make sure you organize all your digital information. So make folders for different classes or for different topics that you need to know. Make a folder for the tasks to be done versus the lectures or the readings. Basically, just organize like as if you would organize your notes. In analogy to actual school stuff, you have a different notebook or a different segment for each subject, right? So that's what you'd want to do with your digital information. So those were 5 tips already. And there's 2 more tips that I actually find very, very important. So one of them is to have a break. You know, in this situation, with these circumstances that we have these days, it can be very easy to get overwhelmed. I know there have been spikes in anxiety and depression and mental health issues over this whole quarantine situation that's all over the world. So it's really important to have a break. It's really important to take care of your mental health. You can't just keep going and overloading yourself with work. You're gonna burn out and you're not gonna produce quality work. And in the end, you're not going to be able to sustain these practices. You're not going to be able to be consistent. So you need to give yourself breaks. Of course, not too often, because yeah, that's not a break. Maybe that's a vacation already. So just listen to your body, and if you need to take breaks during the day, or if you need to take a 1 or 2 day break every week, if that's what you need, then that's what you need. Because as much as you need to be disciplined and hardworking, you also need to take care of yourself. And last but not least, it's probably the most difficult part, which is to have a good mindset, to have a school or class or work mindset. I don't know how many times I'm gonna do this in my video, but yeah, I think that's the most difficult part, because just the fact that you're at home, you can have access to the TV, like you can just mute the speaker on your online class thing, and then you can just watch TV, or you can literally be eating lunch. You can literally just like open the computer, attend the class, I did it again. Attend the class and just not be there. You could be taking a shower for all they know, right? So yeah, having that mindset that this is a real class and not just some chill thing, that's very important, because that's gonna carry you throughout doing all of the work and being disciplined and managing your time. And it's difficult, I know, but the rest of the tips, like setting your environment and setting these schedules, this will help you achieve that mindset that you need. And also remember that you're not alone in this, guys. You can ask for help from your classmates or from your friends if you need to, or for me, just DM me on Instagram or just watch my videos. So yeah, you can do it. It's not it might be a bit difficult to start. It's always difficult to start, but as you go on, you get the hang of it and you get the momentum. So you guys, you'll be fine. So that's it for my video. I think that's it. I really hope those tips helped you guys. Ow my butt. Cause yeah, I'm sitting on the floor. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can follow me on Instagram, because sometimes I ask you guys if you want to see any specific content, or if you guys have any questions for me related to fitness, related to studies, related to anything, and you can always just message me on Instagram. I'm always happy to help. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, snack time. Bye guys!